South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham is a Judiciary Committee member who joins me now. So, Lindsey, you know, I hate when these things happen with Trump. They have these horrible raids against the president of Mar-a-Lago, and Republicans come out and say, we need hearings. We need hearings. The party is pissed, Senator. We need a lot more than hearings. Are we going to get that?
Well, what we need is the predicate for the warrant, because we're talking 90 days before a midterm election, right? 90 days. We're talking about raiding the home of the former president of the United States, the most likely nominee of anybody on the planet to be running in 2024. Is it plausible the FBI would open up an investigation of Donald Trump without merit? Hell yeah, they've done it before. So when I hear Axelrod say it's not plausible that Merrick Garland would open up an investigation without significant evidence, where were you during Crossfire Hurricane when they opened up an investigation on the Republican nominee Donald Trump with a bunch of BS? So how do you clear all this up? Tell us the predicate for the warrant. Reveal the affidavit. This is too important to democracy. We're in uncharted, dangerous waters, so I'm calling on Merrick Garland tonight to address the nation as to why this happened. Lay your cards out on the table, because you're doing a lot of damage to the country.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to say anything, does he? He doesn't have to say anything. The White House can say, we're not going to comment. The FBI director can stay in the Adirondacks at his little retreat and go canoeing. And Merrick Garland's just going to hide at the Justice Department. There's really no need for them to come out and do anything. They're emboldened. They can do whatever they want. And they don't actually care. They don't actually care about having to answer questions, do they? What are we going to do to make them answer questions, Senator?
Well, I think every Republican, including myself, should be calling on the Attorney General to justify the raid on the former President of the United States' home, the likely nominee for 2024. Tell the country why you had to do this, why you couldn't use a subpoena, why it was necessary, and what the hell you're looking for. That's not too much this. I know normally you don't do that, but normally you don't open up investigations of former presidents. Again, here we go again. I lived through Crossfire Hurricane. I lived through the Mueller investigation. The FISA court rebuked the Department of Justice for providing false information to the court to obtain a warrant against Carter Page. Is it plausible the same people would be going after Trump again 90 days before the midterms? So the pathway for President Trump to become the nominee is much wider now than it was yesterday. The likelihood of him being reelected is greater than it was yesterday, because if you got something that is really so compelling, you had to go into the man's home with guns drawn to get the information. Tell the American people, to every Republican listening to me, we should be clamoring and demanding answers to the questions of why they had to raid President Trump's home 90 days before an election.
Yeah, you know, and I love having you on, Lindsey. You know, you and I have debated about things, and I've seen you pretty spitting mad over Ukraine. But you don't seem as mad as you were about this than you've been mad about Ukraine. I don't understand why people aren't lighting their hair on fire. I don't understand why people aren't out in the streets. Yeah. This isn't like, oh, well, you know, let's just see what's in the warrant. I mean, they've been doing this. This is the third election. This is the third election. We know they doctor evidence. We know they plant evidence. Yeah, sure. We know they hide evidence. We know they lie. We know they leak. I mean, this is not anything new. This has been years they've been doing this. We can't just say, oh, you know, we're waiting for the guy to come out and give a statement about what is predicate. I mean, what? These people are out of control, Senator. This country is at, like, we're on the edge of a cliff, man. I'm telling you, this country is at the edge of a cliff here.
Yeah, no, I got you. I understand exactly what you're saying, but I want to come on your show and tell you things that I know are not going to happen. I can't make them stop. I can urge them and stop the process of normal business in the Senate until we know more. We're going to have an election in November. You want to stop these people? Fire them. If you want to get a president of the United States that knows what the hell they're doing, pick somebody other than Biden. You're dead right. I lived the Mueller investigation. Is it plausible they would open up an investigation against Donald Trump without merit? Hell yes, plausible. They've done it once. Had they done it again? There's one way to answer my question. Tell us what you got.
All right.
Show your cards.
Maybe you can go get fake arrested like AOC and create a big spectacle. Maybe that'll get more attention, Senator Lindsey Graham.
Maybe.
Thanks for coming on, and we got to
Thank you.
hold these people's
Thanks,
feet to the fire. All right.
Amen.